play outside the church. And you sure ain't gonna play in the church. But we thank God for all our visitors. We thank God for, you gotta tell me your name. My sister right here. Jakia, your husband? Chantrell, we're glad to have y'all today. Y'all, I know we all were working again, but y'all giving another headstart. So we thank God for my brother back here, Sister Tawana's stepdad. What's your name? Glad to have Brother Hamilton. Praise God for you. Praise God for everybody. I know that God is good. You know, I'm glad that I don't serve God by emotion, because if I served God by emotion, I probably wouldn't serve Him. And I'm glad that I'm not an emotional person when it comes to serving God, because if you are an emotional person when it comes to serving God, there are going to be days you don't serve Him. Because the manipulator of emotions is Satan. He has the power over your emotions. And no matter what you've been through or going to go through or gone through, God deserves all the glory, all the praise. And you know something? Joy is from the inside out. Happiness is from the outside in. I'm going to say that again. Joy is from the inside out. Happiness is from the outside in. Thank you, Mother Jackson. Hallelujah. How many know that? See, happiness is when you get something new, or when you buy a pair of shoes, you're happy. But notice after you wear them for a while, they no longer pleasure you. You just throw them in the closet with all the rest of them. Or you get that favorite person and you like it, and everybody comes up to you and they tell you when they first see it, oh, that is so pretty. But notice after you carry it for a while, nobody complimented it. Hello, somebody. They're going to compliment it the first time you have it, and they ain't going to compliment it no more. Now it's just another purse. But you know something I love about God? That God is going to be God no matter how I feel. God is going to be God no matter what I think. God is going to be God no matter what I'm going through. God is going to be God no matter what I'm going to face. He's still going to be God. I mean that. And can't nothing. That's what I love about him, Sister Tawana. Can't nothing stop God from being God. Ain't that sun shining out there? That's God. Did you feel the breeze in your face? That's God. Didn't night show up last night? That's God. I walked out the door last night. We was leaving from the church. I walked out the door and looked up in the sky. It was the moon. It was so pretty. That comes to the sky. And I looked. I said, "Oh, that is so pretty." You know what I'm saying? I just admire God's hand in the universe. But you know what God admires? See, I admire the universe, in the sun, and the sky, and all the things that I see with my natural eye that He created. I admire that. But you know what God admires? Anybody take a wild guess at what God admires? Say it again, Sister Coates. He admires who? Who you think in heaven thinking about? He ain't thinking about the creation, because the creation gonna run its course. It's set in order. He thinking about you. He thinking about your husband. He thinking about your kids. He thinking about Gene. He thinking about the Reese. Now God, who created everything, is thinking about you. Because David said, "What is man that thou think about him?" Mindful means he's always on his mind. Isn't that something? When you love somebody, they're always on your mind. Boy, you can't go to sleep because they're on your mind. Well, especially when they're young, they fall in love. They just think that's it. Oh, I love you. You don't even know what love is. You ain't been hurt. You got to be hurt to know what love is. Well, I love him. I said, okay, you ain't even got far enough to love nobody yet. In order to know what love is, you got to have hurt. Because you can't enjoy love without hurt. But we don't want hurt, though. We want all the love but no hurt. But guess what? Hurt is what makes love perfect. Right. Woo. Yes, sir. Pain is what gives joy power. Oh, yeah. That's what I love about God. He's good. But let's go to the subject. Now, we don't hear preach to talk in church anymore. We build it up to something. If you like to keep notes, we're going to talk about the subject of fasting disciplines our soul. Last Saturday, which will be a week ago, being yesterday was Saturday, last Saturday we learned that we or living in hijacked souls. That means that your carnal man, no matter what you teach, it will not like God, and no matter what you teach, God will like it. Carnal man. So we're going to go back to Isaiah chapter 58. We got some more scripture to read. We're going back to Isaiah 58. This is our foundation scripture. You know, since I've been teaching this, it's when God is leading you to do something, you got to do it when He leads you to do it. If you don't do it when He leads you to do it, it becomes a burden. Y'all listen to me. If you don't do it when God leads you to do it, it becomes a burden. Because when He's leading you to do it, He's giving you the power to do it. If you don't respond when He leads you, that thing that He leads you to do becomes a burden to you. That means you're using your own power to do what God has led you to do, but you would not obey Him when He was leading you to do it. Now, you're trying to do something out of season. How many know you can't plant certain seeds out of season? Amen. Peanuts won't grow in winter. They'll come up, but they won't produce. So anytime you do obedience out of season, it won't produce fruit. You'll feel the effect of it, but there'll be no fruit. How many know that fruit is for other people to eat? How many know that? If you plant a peanut in the ground and didn't make other peanuts, then you just really didn't get no fruit. Nobody could eat it. You know, you don't eat the bushes. They get left on the field. But what you eat? Fruit. So the vine ain't really important. So you're not important. In the sense that God wants to distinguish you from Him, to separate you from Him, you're not important. But you're important to God because He went out of His way to save you. I'll give you a clear understanding of what I'm saying so you don't get confused. So when it comes to you versus the fruit that God wants you to bear, you're not important. There's not a scripture in the Bible that tells you to make it better you. Not one. If it is, I want you to show it to me. But it does tell you to get rid of you. Doesn't it? Get rid of you. The whole Bible is about getting rid of you. If the truth be told, it's about getting rid of you. But we'll come to church and they'll teach us to make a better you. You can't make a better you. That's right. There's no make a better you. Amen. Because if you made a better you, you just told God that His sacrifice wasn't good enough. Right. Anybody listen to me? If you make you a better you, then God slaughtered Jesus for no reason. If you can make you a better you, then they beat Christ till He was unrecognizable for no reason. They plucked His beard from His face for no reason. If you can make a better you can't make a better you. Religion is not a better you. It's just teaching you something you didn't know. That's right. You're still the same person. You just know something you didn't know before you went to church. Amen. You know, that's why religion never gives you freedom. It's filled with laws and regulations. You do's, you don'ts, and you do this and you get that. You don't do that, you do. But ain't it God? God is obedient. And if you obey Him, He'll do what He says. Amen. Let's just read. Amen. Hallelujah. Isaiah chapter 58. Start reading at verse 1. This is good Wednesday night. It's going to be even better today. Hallelujah. We want to talk about the subject of fasting. How many know that people don't talk about that subject no more? But in my study, this subject is so powerful that it's mentioned more times in the Bible than baptism. Wow. But we don't mind practicing baptism, do we? But fasting is mentioned in the Bible more times than baptism. Wow. It's easy for you to put on a suit of clothes, we dip you in the water, and you get up and go about your way. You've been baptized. You the it. No, you're not the it because you're still you. All I did was wet you. Because you can get baptized and still have the same mean disposition. I mean, that. But when you truly fast, you can't truly fast and have the same mean disposition. Fasting does something to the soul that baptism can't. Amen. It frees you from a hole that water in itself can't do. Amen. It is so important that before Jesus worked any miracles, now you mind this right here, you just follow me. Before Jesus worked any miracle, Do we not all agree that Jesus was God's son?
Amen.
Jesus was God's son. In the flesh, the Word. The Word that you got in your lap, the Logos. The Logos is the Word. The written Word. That's what Jesus was. He was the Logos. And power about the Spirit became Rhema. That means the boom right there. Y'all listen to me. So he was the Logos, the written Word, made flesh. But wait a minute now. Now why did the Word need to go fast? Somebody talking to me. Anybody ever thought about that? The Logos, the Word. John 1:14 says that Jesus was the Word made flesh. And it dwelt among us. We behold his glory as the only begotten of the Father.
Amen.
But before his ministry started, he went to John the Baptist. He was baptized. We baptize people, but we don't give them the power to get rid of them. The Word alone is good. But the Word without the main ingredient has no power over you. And you without the main ingredient has no power over you. That's why you go back to you. You can feel the presence of God, like we talked something Wednesday. You can feel the presence of God, but if you don't own it, you're going back to you. That's how you can feel God on Sunday, about Tuesday, you back to you. Y'all just talk to me for a few minutes. I'm glad I'm not an amen preacher, so I come with the Holy Ghost, so you can set it like Flint and preach anyway. That's why you can feel the presence of God move all over. You know it was God, because you feel the burdens getting lifted. But by Wednesday, you back you. You back telling you what to do. You back in control of your feelings. You back in control of your thoughts. That's why after Sunday, if you allow God to really work on you, you'll have some kind of control where you can keep you under your foot where you belong. See, it ain't the devil you're trying to put under your foot, it's you. You think about this for a minute. And I'm so sorry that every church you've been in, they always accuse the devil. This one don't accuse the devil. You take it. I can do that. And stay calm as long as I can. This church don't accuse the devil. We tell you who the real devil is. And I ain't telling you he ain't no influence. But that's how he is. Because Jesus said, all power has been given unto me in heaven and in the earth and beneath the earth. He said, all authority has been given to me. Now wait a minute. Where is Jesus? Somebody talk to me now. Where's Jesus? Where he at? He in you. But wait a minute now. He in you, but he don't let the devil tell him what to do in you. No, the devil ain't telling him what to do in you. The devil's influencing you that you hadn't got rid of. But because Jesus is a gentleman, he can't override your will and make you stop cussing. You got to choose to do that. He can't override your will and make you stop getting mad. You got to choose to stop getting mad. You got to choose to stop letting him tell you what to do. But without this power, one of the most powerful and often neglected tools that God has given us is the law.
Amen. Amen.
It ain't just fasting. In my study, this thing is so powerful that God designed it so you could keep not only your body in line. See, fasting just don't give you spiritual power over wickedness, but it gives your body alignment. You think about all the stuff you done ate and how many times you done ate it. Anything made by man ain't good for you. It says, look at me like you want to. Anything made by man, who been drinking some Dr. Pepper? Who drunk some Mountain Dew? Who drunk some Pepsi? Y'all, you sit right up. I'm trying to get you to get somewhere with me. Huh? Who? Anybody drink some sodas? Anybody pop donuts for you? Anybody, anything that made by man, you need it, right? Yes. Let me help you out with something. Your body is designed to break down your food and push it out. God never intended for it to, it was never designed to push out toxins. Because your body was never supposed to take in toxins. That's why he created fruit. Fruit is an antioxidant. It keeps your body free. But when you're not eating fruit, see the processed waste, this is going to help you out real good. The processed waste goes out. Well, where do the toxins go? What about those herbicides they sprayed on that peanut butter that was made out of peanut that the herbicide went into the peanut. Now you have converted it into a Reese's cup. Now you putting that Reese's cup on your taste buds and going into your belly, but the herbicide's still there, but the peanut butter gone.
Oh my God.
Let me say that for a few minutes. What about that processed sugar they call white sugar, the most addictive? It is more addictive than crack cocaine. White sugar is. Say right there. Say right there. It's more addictive than heroin. White sugar that they sell you on the shelf at the Walmart, you can buy a bag for $1.84. It's more addictive than crack. It's more addictive than any drug you can take. It's more addictive. It's proven Google. What I'm talking about, Google. It is more addictive than any supplement you can buy. That's right. That's right. And you give it to your kids when they act out. Go on, get this candy, girl. What you don't know is you are addicting your child to that sugar.
Yes.
Cry loud, that's what I'm doing. And spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show to my people their transgression, rebellion, and the house of Jacob their sins, and yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice, and they take delight in approaching God. How do you know that we approach God every day? God, I need you to deliver this. God, I need you to do this. God, I need you to do that. God, I need you to do this. God, I need you to do this. How many know we do that every day? We pray every day. We pray every day. How many know that when you pray, God hears you? He'll move for you to show you that he heard you. But did you get free? Because to prove that you didn't get free, how fast did you go back to you? So I talking to you? Huh? I'm going to say this. Anger is an attitude that shows you that you're still alive. How many usually get upset in here?
I used to.
You used to, praise God, sister.
I used to.
I used to too. How many, let me ask you a question then. How many still getting upset? Y'all just say it. You control a lot more? You control a lot more? So you control a lot more because of what?
Because of what's in me. I fight it off.
You fight it off by listening to what's in you, right?
The word.
Say it again.
The word helps me fight it off.
No, what helps you fight it off?
The word. This word.
Wait. But the word don't work until you obey it.
That's right.
But wait a minute though. So you can have the word and not obey it and still lose the battle. But it ain't because you didn't have the word, it's because you didn't obey it. So wait a minute, God give you the fighting tools, it's just you don't use them. God give you the power, but you just don't exercise it. See, you say in church, and you hear you nod your head because that's what we're talking to do in church. When the preacher preach, you're supposed to say amen. But what you don't understand is you telling God, I accept it and I want to do it. Amen means so be it. So be it means I accept it and I want to do it. So what helps you out is when you actually do it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
You can nod your head all you want to.
That's right.
Right.
But if you don't do it, then you ain't accomplished nothing. He said they approach me. They take delight in it. Well, we saved now. We can just, they talk and pray. We just run down and just pray. But how many got unforgiveness in your heart? We're trying to get rid of it, but just see keep coming back. Just sit right up for a few minutes. How many things you battle in your mind? And no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get those thoughts under your control.
That's right.
All right. Let me give you a secret. No matter what I did when I first got saved, it seemed like part of me just would not go away. But I knew I was saved. I knew it. Nobody had to tell me. Because I was no longer smoking crack, sniffing powder, beating my wife. I knew I was saved. But see, that's more to salvation than those activities.
Come on, preach.
See, that was the things I wanted to get rid of. Well, what about the things that I found pleasure in? So I need some power now. I'm going to stay right here for a few minutes. I need some power now. I need something that can help me get past me. See, really, if the truth be told, when all the road meets the road, ain't nothing on the road but you in the dirt. Ain't no devil there. The devil is an outside influence. What I want to say earlier, if the devil got so much power, why didn't he make you stay at home? Somebody talk to me for a minute. If he got that much power, brother, why didn't he make you stay at home?
He don't have that power.
If he got that much power, right? If we talk about him like he's such a big God, why did he make all of us stay at home?
Right.
Huh? If he got that much authority, he could just say, stay at home, Brian, you better not go nowhere. And he stands right in front of your door. But guess what? He don't know. He only has the power of your will. And every time you yield your will to him, it is your will that empowers him. You didn't get that either. I'm going to say it a little slow. He only has the power of your will. And every time you yield your will to him, it is your will that empowers him. He has no power, but his power is your will. When God kicked Satan out of heaven, he stripped him. So he takes your will because he knows your will has power. And he says, I know your will comes with creativity. So I want to get control of your will so I can create what I want. But really, it's not me that's creating it. I'm just the hand behind the wheel. Anybody listen to me?
That's right.
You remember back in the day when we was young, probably in the 80s, we had those little puppets on strings. People don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You tie the strings on your fingers, and you got a string on the puppet's arm, and a string on his feet. You got one on his mouth. So you got 5 strings. 2 on his hand, 2 on his feet, 1 on his mouth. And you move your hand a certain way, his legs start dancing. And if you move your hand a certain way, his mouth starts. Anybody? Come on, y'all. So you make him, you manipulate him.
What you want him to do?
I'm going to show you how you're going to get rid of his power. So he'll stop manipulating you. You ought to know by now when he show up. Wherefore we fasted, say they, and thou seest not. Wherefore we have afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge. Behold, in the day ye fast, you find pleasure in something else. All you did was go without eating. I'm going to give you a nugget. Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals in his first time to the Olympics Games. 8. Did he just jump in the pool and start swimming?
No.
Huh? Say it again? It was a process. So wait a minute now. You think he was sitting at home eating red velvet cakes? Huh? You were popping up Dr. Pepper eating red velvet cakes? I'm trying to get y'all to come with me now. You think he was just hanging out with everybody going to talk, whatever they want to talk? See, in order for his body to operate like that, he could have nothing in his mind but what his body wanted to do.
That's it.
I'll say that again. I like the pure took off on it. In order for his body to operate at that pace, his mind and his body had to become one. So he had nothing in his mind but what he wanted his body to do. Amen. You get that in. Michael Jordan is the best player in basketball. I don't care what LeBron James does. He ain't better than Michael Jordan. He's good in his own right, but he ain't better than Michael Jordan. Let's get it understood. And I don't even like basketball. But Michael Jordan had such a discipline. While all his friends were taking girls out to the clubs, he was on the basketball court. Y'all ain't getting this.
Come on.
See, he was making his body do what his mind wanted. See, when y'all come to church, you bring your body to church, but your mind wants something else. But see, fasting make your mind get in line with your spirit so your body can do what the spirit wants. Not what devil wants, but what the spirit wants.
Amen.
So Michael Phelps, nah, he did it once. That was good. You know, with thumbs up once. Then he went back and did it again. Now, you sure know how to be good to go back to the Olympics and win some more gold medals. So wait a minute. This man taught his body how to obey his mind through a discipline. Are y'all listening to me?
Come on, preach.
Through a discipline for gold medals. Now, what's going to happen to me or you when I use fasting to discipline my soul so my spirit can be the driver of my car? Y'all listen to this for a few minutes. Not only does fasting free my body from toxins, it makes my immune system work right. So here's what happens. So when the spirit controls this body and it comes in with such power, my body will be able to respond to the spirit in such a way that it don't kill me. When you fast, it not only aligns your immune system, this will blow my mind. For those of you who battle with diabetes, in my study, it says real fastings will align your insulin level in your body. When I read that, it blew my mind. I said, what now? He said, fasting just don't help you spiritually. But wait a minute, the Bible talks about that more than baptism.
Yes, sir.
So fasting makes your insulin in your body get back in line. And I said, Lord, what happens? It says it takes your pancreas out of fight mode against all the toxins.
Amen.
So your pancreas can make the right insulin. What you don't understand, it don't make enough because it's in fight mode.
That's it.
When your immune system is in fight mode, the rest of it don't work right. Lord Almighty.
That's revelation. Revelation.
Now wait a minute. If they're gonna do that for insulin, what you think gonna do to your blood? What you gonna do to your blood pressure? Wait. And if it's gonna get your insulin under control, what are it gonna do to your high blood pressure? But see, the Satan keep you from that. Oh, he don't mind you getting baptized. He don't mind you greasing your forehead up. He don't mind you knocking you on the floor. None of that. He don't mind that. Because if your body out of order, he know the spirit can't express itself.
That's right.
Because here's why the spirit can't express itself. Any aches in your body, you pay more attention to that than you do the spirit. Hello, somebody. I'm going to just talk to Joshua for a minute. Don't you?
Yep.
If something out of line in your body, you talk about it the most, don't you?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. If you got a headache, what you talking about the most?
I got a headache. That headache.
Good God.
Preach to us, man.
If something going on in your chest, what you know God got power, but somehow your mouth keeps talking about your body. Y'all just sat right there for a few minutes. But see, once I get power back over my spirit, which is supposed to rule the soul to express itself in the body. See, once I start fasting, it looses the bands, not just of the devil, but all the stuff I've done to my body. Half the stuff wrong with your body is what you've done to your body.
All right. Grandma said, "Lose the band."
Fasting is principle power. Do you hear that? Principle power.
Principle.
It changes lives.
Yes, sir.
It is so powerful. And when I first got saved, I fasted for 6 months of my first walk with God. And in that fasting, I was dying and being reborn. And at the end of 6 months, I went on a 21-day fast. And at the end of 21-day fast, I went 3 days with nothing. I had got so close that I got scared. And I stopped. I don't think I've ever been that close. But I'm about to get that close again. I woke up Saturday morning, I told my wife, I don't even want to eat. I just want to fast. I just want to get close to God.
Amen.
Because I don't know if y'all heard the Lord. He said there's a storm coming.
Yes.
And I got to be in position. So anything out of position can't be in position.
That's right.
He said, how can two walk together except they're agreed? The word agreed means how can it be in harmony? The reason there's so much aches in your body, because something's out of harmony. Say it right out for a few minutes. You know, the Holy Ghost is saying, the body, with the mind's help, is designed to heal itself. But since the body don't have rule, since the mind don't have rule over the body, but the body have rule over the mind, that's why it tells you to talk about your problem all the time.
That's it. That's true.
Hello, somebody.
Amen.
I just said it. I like when you look at me like that.
Yes.
Like,
This is
I'm
true.
talking about. I can show you scriptures.
Don't preach, Pastor. Go ahead.
And it's so powerful. It is so powerful. We don't see. You're not just going without food. When you mention fasting, the first thing your belly tells you is, we got to go without eating.
Yep.
Notice your belly told you that. Soon fasting came out of your mouth, your mind went to food. Let me sit right there for a few minutes. I know what I'm talking about. Soon fasting came out of your mouth, your mind went to food. Oh, I got to do without eating. Why? The Bible says their God is their head.
Got to go. This flesh.
But listen, if God going to set the building on fire, and he's going to use the police to call the fire department to a fire that's not burning, how are you going to do it? Because we all come to church every Wednesday, every Sunday? No, because we are getting rid of us.
Amen. Get rid of it.
you, Lord.
This ain't problem. It ain't gonna make you say, man, it might not make you worry. None of you, but I guarantee you this right here. This principle is so powerful that it would align not just your body, but your spirit and your soul. They can become one. Now you imagine this. Before Jesus worked one miracle, before he did any miracles. Now he was the Son of God. Your Bible says the Spirit came on him as a body shaped with love, did it not?
Yes, sir.
What did the Spirit do when it came on him? Now why didn't it take him down there to all them broke folks? There was a lot of broke folks down there. A lot of crippled people, they couldn't see, they was blind, they was deaf and dumb, they half of them weren't walking. Why didn't the Spirit pick him up and run him down there to work some miracles on folks? You ever thought about that? The first thing the Spirit did when Jesus was drove into the wilderness fast. Y'all with me? Drove him to the wilderness to fast. And afterwards, what did he do? He returned with power. That's what the scripture says. He returned with power. I don't want to stay there too long because I want you to stay with this. Behold, ye fast for strife in debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness, and ye shall not fast as you do this day, to make your voice heard on high. You don't be competing when you sanctify yourself to God and giving your body to the Lord. It don't matter who do or don't do. We're not accomplishing. It is such a fast that I've chosen. A day for a man to afflict his soul.
Hallelujah.
He was to bow down his head as a bulrush, and the spirit sackcloth of ashes under his feet, whilst thou called this a fast, an acceptable day of the Lord. Listen what it says. Is not this the fast that I've chosen to loose the bands of wickedness? To undo heavy burdens,
Loose the band.
and to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke. We're not gonna read into all that. Let's move over to Matthew chapter 17, verse 20.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the word, Lord.
Listen to this right here. While you turn to Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. After 24 hours, this is what I wrote down in my study. I'm going to show you something that's really important. We know about the Methodist Church, right? There's a lot of Methodist churches, right? Methodist Church in my study, Methodist Church. You see a lot of them, not like Baptist churches. You see a lot of Methodist churches everywhere. John Wesley was the founder of the Methodist Church in about 1895 to the 1900s. He was the founder. John Wesley was also a great man of God. He brought about the awakening, the move of the Spirit. He was so dedicated to fasting that he would not ordain anyone in his ministry if they did not fast.
Jesus.
You didn't hear that, did you? He said, I would not ordain anyone in the ministry if they don't fast. So why did God instruct that man to do that? Because if you read Galatians chapter 5, verse 16, it says the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. The reason most churches break up is because somebody's in the flesh. If there are cliques in the church, it's because somebody's in the flesh. If there's division, somebody's in the flesh. But wait a minute. You can overcome the flesh through fasting. Notice that you can pray and God answer your prayer and the flesh still be in control of you.
Sure enough. Come on, teach us.
After 24 hours without food or drink, the body, the natural carnal man, submits to the spirit. Wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
After a whole day of dedicating yourself to God, just one day gives your spirit power over your soul.
Hallelujah.
One day.
Hallelujah.
You think about what if you did that 3 times a week? A Monday, and a Wednesday, and a Friday. 3 times a week. Now, if you do it just one day, and it gives your spirit power over your soul, what's going to happen when it becomes a lifestyle? See, remember we gave an illustration that, when we just prayed, I'm going to have to use it again. When we just prayed, and we don't fast, we got the door cracked. God coming in, but we need him to flood. How many know some of y'all got some situation in your life you need God to flood? Y'all just sit right there. You need God to pour out right now. Y'all just sit right there. See, your money ain't enough. You making money, but ain't enough money. Just sit right there. You ain't got enough. You go from check to check. You still got heartaches and pain. Y'all sit right there. But when you start fasting, you open the door. And when you make a dedication of your swinging wide. Anybody listening to me? Now he poured in. And now, since he poured in, what can stop him? See, a beaver builds a dam.
Yes, sir.
But once you punch a hole in it, a little water come out. But if you keep punching a hole in it, guess what? The dam breaks and the water starts flooding. See, your carnal mind is like a dam to your spirit. Good God Almighty. And every time you fast, you punch a hole in it. Now the spirit flowing out, but it ain't flowing out without power. It gave you power to stop smoking, but it didn't give you enough power to stop cursing. Because you went from cursing, from smoking to, you got to say it right now. It gave you power to stop lying, but you still gossiping.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
But every time you fast, you punch a hole in that dam.
Punch a hole in it.
Woo, water coming out. He said, he that believes on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. See, when you're not fasting, your carnal mind becomes a dam to those rivers. Understand right there. And every time you give your body to fasting, it punch a hole in that dam.
Jesus.
And you punch a hole in it. Well, what happens when the water starts piling up against it? But see, the water can't go nowhere unless there's a break.
Yes.
There's got to be a crack, ain't that right?
Yes.
But if there's no crack in the dam, no water ain't going nowhere. But see, you need the crack to bust open.
Yes.
See, some of y'all praying for some stuff, but it ain't changed yet. But you still praying for it. He said you're going to have to add something to it. You're going to have to put something behind it. You're going to say, God, I'm turning off Facebook. God, I'm turning off Twitter. I'm turning off Instagram. I don't need no feedback. I don't need nobody to like my post. I don't need nobody to say, look at me, you pretty. I don't need nobody to tell me what I'm doing. He said, I'm going to turn all that stuff off. If I got to turn mama off, I'm turning mama off. If I got to turn daddy off, I'm turning daddy off. If I got to turn husband off, I'm turning husband off. I need a breakthrough. I need a move. I'm tired of going to church. The only time I feel good is at church. The only time I got peace is at church. The only time I got happiness is at church. No, I'm in church, baby. I should have it wherever I go. The devil is a lie. I said the devil is a lie. I didn't want to preach that hard.
Preach.
I'm the church. Happiness and joy goes with me, not this building.
Hallelujah.
I'm less than God's child if the only time I got some peace is when I come here with other folks. The only time I can be a man is when I'm around Gene. I'm a man when I ain't around Gene.
Hallelujah. Preach. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
The spiritual man. When the spiritual man is victorious, we experience greater sensitivity to the influence of the Holy Ghost.
Hallelujah.
Now wait a minute now. He addressed the two things. He said when the spirit man is victorious, he can hear more from the Holy Ghost. Wait a minute. He just told you that you are spirit. And the reason you can't hear the Holy Ghost because you got a dam up. So when your dam get broke, see the Holy Ghost talking, but you got so many distracting things up here that is bouncing off the distraction. I'm not going to beg God here. You asked for instruction, but you've been distracted ever since you asked for it. He's been sitting in the instruction, but you got a distraction up there. You can't hear it. But when you start fasting, you pull down the instruction. You pull down the distraction. You pull down the blockage. Oh my goodness. And now your spirit can be influenced by the Holy Ghost. See, that's why Gene said, I don't act like it no more. Because he started pulling down his dam. Now his spirit, the new man, the one you see right there, the one that get broken. Now the new man. See, y'all want me to lay hands on you when you can lay hands on yourself. Because you got the power in you. You can put your own hands on your head and say, devil, you a lie. You're not going to fit my body. My body belongs to God. My children belong to God. My husband belongs to God. The devil is a lie. I said the devil is a lie. God made you to heal yourself.
Amen. That's it.
He made you to free yourself.
Yes, sir.
What you think dominion is? Dominion is, I got dominion over the sole of my feet and the crown of my head. I don't care. Listen to this. If anybody know anything about low self-esteem, Joshua Coates do. If anybody know anything about not having self-confidence, Joshua Coates do. Notice I said Joshua Coates, not my spirit. Because Joshua Coates is under my spirit's foot.
Yes,
And anytime I stop letting the spirit rule me, Joshua Coates coming back up.
Come on, preach, teach, break that. Teach us, Pastor. Teach us.
So what the enemy do is he attack the outside of me. In hopes that I would take my feet off Joshua so he can get back in the church. Because how the spirit tells me to fight the outside force is not what Joshua would say.
Come on, God.
Joshua would say, bust their mouth open and knock some of their teeth out. But the spirit say, take it. Don't you say nothing.
That's
But
right.
Joshua say, you better go tell them I'm going to let them think you. They think you weak. They think you a punk. They think you a sissy. They just talk to you like they go tell them. But the spirit says, vengeance is mine.
That's right.
I repay, says the Lord. Don't worry about it. I got you. Oh, but and listen, he wants me to take my foot off so he can show out. But who are you disrespecting? He ain't disrespecting Joshua. He disrespecting God. So once I show out, you're going to stop looking at God the way I portrayed him to you.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like this part.
Yeah.
When the spiritual man is victorious, look to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
When your spirit man,
When your spirit man,
which is the real you,
which is the real you,
is victorious,
is victorious.
greater sensitivity
Greater sensitivity
by the influence of the Holy Ghost
by the influence of the Holy
is
Ghost
given to you.
is given to you.
That means you won't get mad and around for 5 or 6 hours. You'll make up right then. Baby, I'm sorry. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. No, you won't tell him go sleep on the couch. You say, I forgive you, get in the bed. I'm going to say right now. You won't tell him don't touch me no more. You say, I forgive you, you can put your arms around me. Yeah.
Yes, Lord. Right?
Yes, Lord.
Come on, preach. Thank you for your word.
I like this.
Whoa, God.
This helped me. Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. Somebody read it for me.
Jesus.
17 and 20.
Uh-huh.
And Jesus said unto them,
We go back to verse 19.
then came the disciples
To who?
to Jesus apart.
Now, if you read back up, the disciples went to try to cast out a demon out of a child. You heard that story before, right?
Yeah.
But they could not cast the demon out of the child. All right?
Right.
Right? He could not cast him out. So Jesus walked up and said, what y'all doing? And the father of the child says, I brought my son to your disciples to cast the demon out, and they've been doing this the whole time. Instead of casting the demon out, the demon used my son to beat brace off of him. Look at the disciple. One got a black eye, the other got a busted nose. My son, he only 12. I'm just paraphrasing. This time. I'm trying to get y'all to see what happened. They've been out here struggling with their demon all day long.
All day long.
Jesus up in the mountain praying,
Yes.
along with God. They've been out struggling with their demon. You know, with me in church. Head greased up, the devil said that to my son. That's all you got. What? You want me to do what? Come out. No, this is my body. I'm going to take it back to the club here in the morning. What you going to do? What you going to do? They want to get back in the devil belly here in the morning. With Susie here in the morning. What you going to do? What you going to do? And you sitting there sweating, forehead greased up, all running down the back of their head, and the devil just sitting in the body looking at you like, well, that's all you got. And then he said, go ahead and fall out for him. And then the person fall out, boom, you think you did something. You think you done cast the demon out, my brother, and all the demon would do is make the body go to sleep. And then you Superman, oh, well, I got that demon out, but then as soon as the body get back up, it's going back doing what it was doing. So where did the demon go? The demon didn't go nowhere, did it? But you don't sweat it and grease on their forehead. This is what the disciples doing. The disciples down there struck. See, what they didn't understand is they saw Jesus cast out demons.
Yes.
But if you read your Bible, a lot of times Jesus went off by himself.
He was fasting.
But they didn't see what Jesus was doing to get that power to cast out that demon. So they said, well, Jesus did it, I can do it too. You know how some of us. Boy, the Lord used pastor. He sure used me. Go put your hands on folks. Next thing you know what you got, they got. Now you're at home fighting with the demons they had there. Well, I feel like killing my husband because the way the person you lay your hands on felt like killing their husband. Now, this got on you. I just sitting right now for people this. You ever talk to somebody at your job and you was good and happy when you talked to them? Then when you left, you was good and mad? I know why I feel like this. Because you just listened to them. They gave you what they had. And now from that point forward, you want to knock somebody in the head. But really, it ain't you that want to knock somebody in the head. It's the person that you was talking to knocking somebody in the head.
Yes, right.
You see that? You see that? See, everybody that talks about God don't know God.
That's true.
That's true.
Read, Sister Coach. This is good. That's me. Read.
Then came the disciples to Jesus apart. And
Apart.
said,
After they got whooped by the demon, they want to know how Jesus was just able to walk up to him. You read.
why could not we cast them out?
You hear that?
And Jesus said unto them,
Jesus said unto them,
because your unbelief. For verily I say unto you,
if you listen to this,
if ye have faith
Are you
as the
listening to this?
grain of a mustard seed,
you read it. So I'm going to show you what
you
the Lord
shall
says.
say to this mountain,
You should say to this mountain,
remove hence to yonder place,
move hence to yonder place.
and it shall remove,
It shall remove,
and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Read the rest of it.
Howbeit,
Howbeit.
this kind goeth forth, not forth, north out.
This kind of what?
Howbeit, this kind goeth not out,
This kind goeth not out,
but by prayer
but
and
by
fasting.
prayer, but by prayer.
And fasting.
Now let me ask you a question. This kind, what do you think he's talking about when he say this kind?
That demon.
That demon. That demon. That's what you think he's talking about. At least that's what they've been teaching us. Well, let me help you out. He answered for you. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief. If you had faith as this grain of a mustard seed, you should say unto this mountain, be moved yonder place. He wasn't talking about the demon. He said your unbelief is hindering your faith. And unbelief only loses its power when you fast and pray. He said when you fast and pray, nothing shall be impossible to you.
Wow.
That's it right there.
Wow.
You know the Holy Ghost said? He said that's why when you pray, you know you felt God. But then unbelief show up and tell you he ain't going to do that for you.
Good God.
Hello, somebody?
Hello?
Don't. He ain't going to do that for you.
Yes.
He didn't hear you.
You said that.
But when you fast, you take unbelief power away. And confidence show up. And when confidence show up, you say, he don't do it, and I'm waiting for it. That's why he said, nothing shall be impossible to you. He said, this kind, I used to think it was a demon. But when I studied it today, he said, I'm not talking to the demon. I'm talking to the stuff that stopped them from operating in me. See, the demon was the problem. I want to show them they didn't have what they said they got. Anybody listen to me? He said, so when you fast and pray, the unbelief which operates through the carnal mind loses power over your faith. That's why he told me to have faith as the size of the grain.
Wow.
The grain.
You notice it say the mustard seed. He said the grain, that stuff that fall off the mustard seed. He said when you fast, all it takes is a little bit.
Good God Almighty. Hallelujah.
Oh, you know the Holy Ghost said, you've been asking me to get your children off drugs. And how long you been asking? I'm going to help you the Holy Ghost.
Go ahead.
How long you been asking? How many years you been praying? God, I need you to live my child. God, I need you to set him free. I need you to break this yoke. God said, no, the person I need to break the yoke in is you. Because you're the reason I can't break the yoke in them.
Jesus. Glory.
Because your unbelief.
Yes.
Your unbelief. Anybody, listen to me.
Oh my.
See, this spirits that we work in the world, that's working in the world today, you're not going to be able to go to church and cast them out. They ain't going to budge. You're going to have some duties. You're going to have some power. You're going to have, first of all, that power got to be working in you. Now, to him that's able to do exceeding
Abundant.
abundantly. Don't say leave. Exceeding abundantly But you missed the main ingredient. According to the power that's at work.
In you.
In you. Wait a minute now. You gotta listen to this. Wait a minute now. He says the power that's at work in you is the same power that's gonna work out of you.
That's right.
I love it. No, the Holy Spirit said, he said, let me tell you something. That same power uses your mouth to set your atmosphere for positivity. But the negative power uses your mouth to destroy your atmosphere for negativity. Let me help you out. When you cuss in front of your children, calling your wife out of her name, you just affecting your children. So wait a minute. If the negativity got that much power to not just affect my wife, but my kids, my whole house, what's going to happen with the power that's at work? What's going to happen with that power? See, you trying to save it. You ain't let God save it because you ain't paid for him yet. But when you start paying for him, see, Jesus paid for you. That's why he can save you. He could not save you until he paid for you. Did he not pay for you, brother?
Yes.
He paid for you, didn't he? The Bible says in the epistles, you're bought with a price. You're no longer your own. You can't do what you want to do. So wait a minute, he bought me. He paid for me with his blood. The Bible says he paid for us with his blood. So wait a minute, anything that I pay for, I can save. You ain't getting that.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
You ain't getting that.
Hallelujah.
Woo! I felt the Holy Ghost. You ain't getting that. You see, anything you pay for, you can save.
Jesus. Oh, my.
I need to get this. Oh, good God Almighty, you got to get this right here. Anything you pay for, you can save. I don't know if your mind's wrapped around what God said to you right now. Anything that you pay for, I'm going to lay down my life for him. If they don't come back to me, if they don't be a part of my life, if they leave me, I'm going to lay down my life. I'm going to give up my pleasures. I'm going to give up what I want. I'm going to stop having sex. If it means to save them, I'm going to stop having sex.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Because anything I pay for, I can save. Jesus said, no greater love have this than any man, that he will do what for his friends. Lay down. He said, pay for him.
Pay for him.
You want to pay for him, but you don't want to pay for him.
Don't want to die.
I'm going to say that again. Did you hear that? You want to pray for him, but you don't want to pay for him. You have to push that plate back. You have to push that social media back. You have to let go Facebook. You have to stay off Instagram. You got to stop tweeting. No, you want God to bless, but you don't want to pay.
Yes, Lord.
No, we don't pay. We don't want to pay. No, we just want you to give it to us.
Come on, preach, Pastor.
No, it don't work that way.
Help us.
Jesus had to pay for us.
Pay. Yes, he
You had to beat. You imagine this. You got a beard, don't you? I'll grab a hold of your beard and snatch it off your face. What you going to feel like? First thing you want to do is beat me down. But imagine this. That's what he did to Jesus. So he can buy you.
Oh, Lord, help you, Jesus.
And you ain't going to tell me the same nature that was in us is not was in him. Because the
Hallelujah.
Bible says it was.
Yeah, no
The
more.
law could not do. God sent his own son to lighten the sinful flesh. But for sin, he condemned sin in the flesh. So they ripped Jesus' beard off because he had fasted so long.
Oh, Jesus.
The natural impulse to punch was no longer alive. And he took it.
Thank you.
Now you see why you want to fight back. That's why the first thing come out of your mouth is, I wouldn't let them do that to me.
Yes, it.
But you've been going to church longer than they have. At least they know who they are. The question is, do you know who you are?
I am no robe.
They know their self. They only doing what they know. You know something different won't do it. You imagine that would be painful with you, my brother. I snatch your beard off your face. I'm going to the meat, pull it all the way to the white meat. And then you got to sit there. We don't bring you no Advil, no Tylenol 3, no codeine. And you got to sit there and endure the pain. On top of already being beat, your back open. You can look inside Jesus' back and see his ribs.
Jesus! Glory!
And you want somebody saved, but you ain't going to pay for him.
Thank you.
But you still want to enjoy you while he saved them. No, you the payment.
Thank you, Lord. Yes.
You the sacrifice. God didn't change their mind by the sacrifice. Romans chapter 12, verse 1 tells you that. I beseech you, therefore, brothers, by the mercy of God, that you present your body a living sacrifice. Well, how do you do that? Through fasting.
Thank you, Jesus.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 5 says that you mortify the deeds of your body through the Spirit. Well, how do you do that? Through fasting. I was praying one day about my brothers, and I was calling down heaven and rolled back. I knew God brought my answer. That's what he told me. You gonna pay for them? And left.
Jesus.
He said, I'm gonna deliver them. He said, you're gonna pay for them. And he left. He said, nothing. I want you to go get them, Joshua. We'll get them off the drugs. He said, no, you gonna pay for them? Turn your TV off. I like the period took off running.
Yeah.
God, I want you to go get it. You can't do nothing. I can't make it without Lord. And Lord said, you still get mad, Tweezy. What you want to do? You still get upset. You still got short temper. You still mad about what somebody did you last week. You ain't asked for forgiveness for that. You want me to overlook that. And then what you asked me was, no, I can't overlook that. Because it's still in you.
Jesus.
And anything in you, I can't overlook. He said, this kind comes out. He ain't talking about casting out no demon. He said, you're the problem the demon can't cast out. Because something blocking me.
Jesus.
You know it ain't you that cast the demon out, no way. It's him. He said, something blocking me, Reed. Something good. Something blocking me, Reed. Something standing in my way. I already showed you what it was when you got down to pray, but you ignored it. You blame that on the devil. Oh, devil, get out my head. Because it ain't the devil, that's me telling you what's blocking me from coming out.
Jesus.
Leave me alone, Satan. Get out my head. See, it starts small, then it gets big. The next thing you know, it's telling you what to do.
Yep.
You don't even got control no more. There'd be a prison for people like that. Don't want to listen to your parents? Guarantee you listen to that jail. Because once you slam them gates, ain't nothing you can say.
Amen.
But it starts small. See, some of your grown-up problems is, they started small.
Didn't deal with it.
And you didn't deal with them. Now he wants you to deal with them.
Okay.
You don't want to. Because they integrated. They're part of your makeup.
Fast.
But fasting looses his power. Looses his power.
Man, come on.
Looses, remember the bands. Remember the illustration?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Each time they got tight, you saw my hand get ready and the circulation get cut off. Huh? It seemed like no matter how much God moved for you, you still don't got enough life. Y'all know he's talking to you, don't you? Jesus said, the reason you couldn't get those demons out, because you ain't got enough me in you. You don't cast out demons, I do.
My God.
And you ain't got enough in me to get them out. You got enough of me in you to pray.
Right.
But how many know we live in a generation now you don't need more than prayer?
That's right.
If demons can take over your children, convert them, turn them to a woman, they take over your children, convert them, and turn them to a man,
Come on.
and you think you just going to pray? Oh Lord, I need you to save my child. God said, no, it's going to require sacrifice. Something got to die so they can live. You got to turn off social media. You're going to have to get off Facebook. You're going to shut it down. You can't have Facebook pages no more.
Come on.
That's me, that's everybody in.
Jesus.
So guess what we got to do? We got to delete it. Get rid of it.
Amen.
Listen. Y'all sat right there. I felt y'all, boy. But I'm going to be the Holy Ghost. I'm not saving you. I'm going to tell you why you can't have Facebook no more. Because truth be told, we got more of your attention than the Bible do. And then you want God to deliver somebody? Wait a minute. You said I have no other God before me. He called you to pray, but you were too busy writing your post. I'll be there in a minute. Or you was reading somebody else's post. And then you get depressed because you see like they got a better life than you do. But they were telling you a bunch of lies, but their life jacked up too. You know why their life jacked up? Because they ain't got God. But yet you looking at all the stuff they got. Oh, they got a car. Oh, it's so pretty, but you ain't looking at the hell they got in the house, so they ain't put that up. Me and my husband sleep in separate rooms. But they put that right in the top that make you think they got it going on. Then her husband sitting beside the car make you think you got it going on. But they ain't telling you need my husband sleep in separate rooms. I don't cook for him no more. I don't eat with him at the table. He don't touch me no more. We ain't intimate, so he got to go cheat on me because I'm going to give him. Y'all said, right there.
Thank you, sir.
I need you to say, come on. I'll have that word.
Say it again, mother.
In your house. I'll have that word.
Don't be smart with you people. Though this month, you ain't never on Facebook because I put some positive stuff up there. How much negative stuff you look at after you put your positive
That's
stuff?
it.
I need somebody to talk to me real quick. Talk to me real quick. How much negative stuff you scroll by, read, and look at. After you put your one scripture up there for the day, you spend another 30, 40, 60 minutes to an hour looking at stuff that ain't edifying your spirit. Ain't built. I'm going to obey the Holy Ghost. I'm not going to play with you no more. I ain't going to stand in the way. He's going to give you what you want. If you want, you get it. You don't leave it on the floor. How much negative stuff do you look at that don't edify your spirit, that don't build you up, but keep you wondering why they got such good things and I'm having it so hard. And now you depressed. Now you dealing with depression because you looking at somebody else fake happiness.
That's it.
Fake. It ain't real.
Right.
You put something up there and don't let anybody like it. Girl, you know what I'm posting, nobody like it. And then as soon as somebody like it, or you feel good. Oh, they like me. Oh, I'm somebody. You ain't nothing.
Boom, Lord have mercy on me.
They don't know the real you, the broke you, the one that stays up at night, worried about stuff they can't change,
Yes.
the depressed you. Just say right now.
Yes, Jesus.
They don't know to hurt you. So guess what? I'm gonna delete mine. If my friends want to call me, they gotta come to my house. Get my phone number. I don't need to find no friends that ain't saved. Say right now, you keep all you want to. I use Facebook to find my friends, but they ain't saved, so they ain't your friend. How fellowship like with darkness. Let them be deep all you want to. They cuss like a sailor, and yet you talking about you like they darkness, y'all can hang out together. And they ain't said not one word about Christ since y'all been together. But said everything about the devil. You said the devil. Girl, you need to stop. No, you need to stop hanging with him.
Thank you, Lord.
You don't have to worry about her stopping or him stopping.
That's right.
I hear y'all. Don't be talking about me.
It's the truth.
No, I think you're talking about all of us. You ain't just talking about me. You talking about me. You talking about you. I got a Facebook page too, but after today I don't have one. I don't need Facebook to get in touch with people. That's what the Holy Ghost
I won't
does.
either.
Right there. All I do is get down to business with God. You know what the Holy Ghost said? Listen, you can go without food, but if you pleasure the other senses in your body, you ain't done nothing. Just sit right there and be deep. Sit right there and be deep. So listen, that's why he says you find pleasure in other stuff. Yeah, you ain't eating, but you still got that Susie house gospel about folks. Because that's a pleasure to you. Some of you ain't eating, but you sitting there and testing, you digesting the television. That's just like eating. What are you feeding? You feeding your carnal mind. You're not feeding your stomach, but your carnal mind is digesting.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. You said to eat. I'm going fast. I'm fast. God said, I ain't got control of your mind yet. What kind of fast you on now? What kind of fast you on? Well, really, you just went without eating because I didn't recognize that.
I'm eating the
Because in order for me to get the real fast, all you have to control your mind.
That's right. I'm going all the way. It's gone. Whatever it takes.
You know, he told me this morning about laying in bed?
Whatever it takes.
No. Matter of fact, when in bed was in a dream.
Jesus.
I had a dream about my brother. Guess what my brother is? My brother deceased.
Come on.
That's what he told me in the dream. We were sitting at the table, and he kept saying this. He said, it ain't no good to go without eating if your mind ain't under control.
Jesus.
In the dream, I woke up this morning. He said, Joshua, do you hear me? It ain't no good to go without eating if your mind ain't under control.
Wow, real.
But he passed away. Wait a minute. Well, God would send somebody to me in a dream. But see, I love my brother, and we was close. So he sent. Oh y'all, I hear y'all. Well, you talking to the devil that ain't God. Matter of fact, if it wasn't God, why did I get out of bed and want to fast? It was the devil. He would not want me to fast.
No, right.
So let me sit there and be deep all y'all
He
want
ain't
to.
getting rid of his
God
sin.
will use anybody. And God will use anything.
He'll
He'll take over a crackhead just to tell you to stop going to the club.
I don't see him do it. I don't see him do it.
Yes.
He'll bring a total stranger to you and give you an answer you've been praying for.
I don't see him.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Pastor, you sure that was God? I think that was the devil. Well, wait a minute though. if it was the devil, why did I feel like doing the opposite of what he want me to do? Satan ain't gonna tell me to do something to cause him to stop existing.
That's right.
Is it? Wow. Would he tell you to stop something that's gonna cause him to die? Ain't is it? He gonna tell you to keep going. Matter of fact, he gonna justify. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with the baby. Look how they make you feel. Yeah, they make your flesh feel good, but it's wrong for your spirit. Ain't no enough for your spirit, right? And I woke up and I said, Lord, why did I dream about him? He said, because I need you to tell the people, going without eating just ain't enough. They got to learn how to keep their mind under subjection.
Amen.
Glory to God.
Fasting consists of more than not eating food. What good is it for you to fast if you don't look at social media all day?
You ain't fasting.
As I was studying back there, I said, Lord, then what is fasting? He said, fasting is anything that kills any pleasure of the flesh. Anything that kills any pleasure. I need you to listen to this. Anything that kills any pleasure of the flesh. So there's some things in your life that you find pleasure in other than eating.
That's right.
So fasting really means to kill. So if we take the word away from it and say go on kill it, then you won't look at food. That's the only way to get rid of it.
That's good.
Okay? I like this part. We're ready. You can also fast from non-nutritive things. Listen to this. Nutritive things is food. Nutritive. Not nutrition, nutritive. It's food. Anything dealing with food.
Yes.
It says you can fast from non-nutritive things like technology or certain behavior habits. Wow. Wait. Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
He said, I'm almost finished. He said, like technology are certain behavioral habits. So basically, you can eat and not let you act a certain way, and that's a fast. You can eat and not let your mind think a certain way. That's a fast.
That's right. Amen.
But what happens when you don't eat and you don't let your mind think a certain way and you don't let your body act a certain way? What kind of person you going to become then? So if you just went without eating and your mind still told you what to think about, you didn't accomplish nothing. You know something? Pastor, I hear you and you tell me it sounds easy. That's what I love about God. I love about God is that God never instructs you to do something that He won't empower you to do. Anybody hear that?
Amen.
God would never instruct you to do something that He does not empower you to do. Y'all follow me with that one? Colossians chapter 3, verse 5 says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil, compulsion, and covetousness, which is idolatry, for which things sakes the wrath of God come on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometimes when ye lived in them. But ye now also put off these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in the knowledge of Him, after the image of Him that created him. You hear that? I'm about to read this and I'll be done. More than any other discipline. Y'all listening to me? Yeah, I got two more things to read and we're going to close. More than any other discipline, fasting reveals the things that control us. things. See, there's more than your belly controlling you. But there's some desires that's prompting your belly to eat. You're not always hungry. So where's that false indication for food coming from? Could it be lust?
That is.
Could it be anger? Could it be envy? Could it be jealousy? Could it be unforgiveness? Could it be bitterness? Could it be resentment? You see all the appetites and desires that's in you that you don't even know in you? As soon as you go on a real fast, the real Jessica will show up. As soon as you commit to dying, the real Reed will show up. And you're going to be like, where you come from? And God said she was in there all the time. She was just covered up. Now I'm covering her. Out of all the disciplines, you discipline yourself to come to church to hear me preach for an hour, don't you?
Yeah.
You discipline your mind and your body to sit on that pew while I preach to you. That's one discipline. You can discipline yourself to read the Bible. That's another discipline. You discipline yourself to pray. That's another discipline. But out of all those disciplines, the only one that shows you what controls you is fasting.
So.
That's something. When you go on a real fast, it'll show you people you ain't supposed to be connected to no more. It'll show you conversations you ain't supposed to be talking no more. It'll show you stuff on TV you ain't supposed to watch no more.
Come on.
We ain't going to real one. All you're going to do is lose weight if you go without eating. That's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to do. You'll get skinny, but you'll still be you.
Man. But your flesh still.
But when you get down to real business, when you set your agenda, you got to set your agenda. Your agenda is your goal, your priority. When we started this lifestyle of fasting, making a lifestyle, we're not just making a lifestyle so we can get skinny. We're making a lifestyle because we have a goal, we have a purpose, we have an agenda, we have a reason. We got some people we're going to put up there as a goal. I want this one saved, 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 I want this out of my life, I want this out of my life, I want that out of my life, I want my husband to be this, I want my wife to be this, I want my kids to be this. So this is my goal, this is my agenda. So this is what I'm doing, I'm going to pay for that. It's kind of like you go to Walmart, you put it on layaway.
Yep.
Because you can't fully pay for it. But you can make payments on it until it becomes yours. Ain't it right? Called layaway, right? See, you right now you can't fully get a free from the devil king. But we're gonna start putting it on layaway.
Put it on there.
And you pay every month or every week, right? You gonna pay something on every week, right? So every day we're gonna pay something on. Every day we're gonna pay something on. I'm gonna sacrifice. Well, I need y'all to get this. I'm gonna sacrifice this attitude today. And I'm gonna work on this attitude until it's no longer part of my life. I just paid something. So I'm gonna work on this mindset that team to take over me every Monday. I'm tired of you showing up on Monday, so I'm gonna get rid of you. So next Monday you don't show up and I can get something right there. I'm gonna offer something. I'm gonna keep paying. And then when I get to a place where I can own it, I get to take it home with me. It ain't nothing they can say, because I got a receipt. As long as I got a receipt, it's mine. It ain't yours yet. Because you ain't got a receipt. You make some payments on it, but it ain't yours.
Right.
You got to get the receipt. Once you get the receipt, it's yours. The wheel of the Spirit is a muscle. Did you hear that? Remember, previously says, when the spirit man is victorious, it is easily influenced by the Holy Ghost. So when he said the will of the Spirit, he's talking about you. You're a spirit being. You're spirit, soul, and body. You're not just soul and body. You are spirit. But you can't realize your spirit because you've been living your soul your whole life. That was Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12 tells you the word of God comes to separate you from your soul. So you can know which one is control. But it says your spirit will. You hear that? Is a muscle. The wheel of the Spirit is a muscle, very much like those of the body. Is the more it is exercised, the stronger it gets. And fasting gives our willpower muscle. Wow. Be some gas. Because you don't need no pistols. You're going to need some gas. You fighting them out there, you're going to need some gas. Pistols ain't going to do it. You're going to need a 50 cal on top of that. So you got a pistol because you came to church. But you ain't been exercising. So you stuck that pistol. You ever watch Harlem Nights? No? Y'all remember Harlem Nights? That just came to my mind. Harlem Nights, that just came to my mind. You know, Eddie Murphy had the Tommy gun, the big round thing on it. He was like, a little bit, See, some of y'all got the Tommy gun with a lot of rounds in it. So every time the devil show up, you just spray it down. And some of y'all got that pop. And you said, what was that? Pop. You know, Eddie Murphy trying to dance. Stop. You wasting time. What you say about it? Those that come to church and apply what God taught them, they get the Tommy gun. They get to spray it. But you that just come to church and hear the word, you get the pistol. You get the pop. Notice yours ain't automatic, so you got to squeeze the trigger every time. Well, what the devil done done to you about time you squeeze the trigger again? What kind of hell he done brought in your life every time you squeeze? But you got automatic, just squeeze the trigger, right, bro? When it's automatic, just pull the trigger and just do what it want to do. I don't know about y'all, but I want a tummy gun. I don't want a pop. I want a...
Come on now.
Excuse me. I just run all the time. And ain't that what you want, brother? You want a tummy gun, right? I mean, you been using the pistol, boy, guys. Pop!
One time. One drop of bomb.
I used to remind it so I can laugh at it. He got over the tummy gun, he just getting down. And then, pop! That's why you don't need people in your life with pistols. You need people in your life with tummy guns. Somebody can actually help you fight. Not somebody out there, pop! And you wonder why you ain't getting nowhere. You hood up to a pop! You need somebody that got. Y'all, listen, I know it's humorous and it's funny, but it's the truth. You don't need to be connected to people who ain't going nowhere. You need to be connected to people that's going somewhere. You need somebody with some spiritual power. You know the whole word said, you want friends that understand you.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So you choose them over people that can help you.
That's a power.
I'm not supposed to understand you. I'm supposed to help you.
Come on now.
And when I help you, I understand you.
Hey!
Jesus, drop the bone. Ooh. And fasting is our willpower muscle.
Willpower.
Let me give you a good illustration that God gave me. I didn't even bring it up last Saturday when we was in I'm done. Fat cells lie in your skin. Your skin covers your muscle. Right? But when your muscle's not exercised, your fat cells takes over the muscle's place. It attaches to the muscle. 90% of your fat is muscle. It's just not been converted yet. So when you work out, you burn the fat, which gives energy to the muscle to make itself. Your soul is attached to your spirit. But when you obey God, it's like burning the fat off your muscle. You burn the control of the soul off your spirit. So all that energy that fat gives the muscle, the burning of the soul gives power to the spirit. So the spirit takes over the body where the soul is diminished at. Notice in certain places of your life, your soul don't bother you no more. Because the spirit got control of that part. But the part the spirit don't got control of, that's why you can work your gas and your belly still be fat. A good workout person knows that you have to work out each part of his body for it to be in oneness. Yeah? One week you go to the gym, you do curls. That builds this part. If you want this part built, you got to do bench. You want this part built, you got to do stand-ups or crunches. You want this part built, you got to do squats. If you want the calf muscle build, y'all just sit right there. Good God Almighty. You notice each function don't work for the same part. Oh, well done. Oh, yeah. But what it do? Builds the body.
Builds the body. Look out, Pastor. Jesus. All right, now you don't went to the gym.
Builds the body. I did. I took to the spiritual gym.
Yes, sir.
We just got to work out. But guess what? If you don't stay at the spiritual gym, you're going back to get fat.
Go will.
That's my problem. That's what this is. And all this. See, when I was young, I worked out all the time. All this used to be muscle. Then when I stopped working out, it turned into fat. Am I right? You're right. If you ever generate muscle and you stop exercising it, it's going to turn into fat. If you ever wake up your spirit and you stop exercising it, it's going back to the soul. But now it's got a greater hold.
More than you can do.
Man.
Now that problem you used to have has become 2 or 3 problems.
Faster to get rid of it.
Jesus.
That's the revelation. You don't preach the word. You don't preach the word. You don't.
I don't know if having nobody else will help me. I'm going to give you the greater power on it though, if you obey it. That's the greater power.
Application.
You know, I'm saying what the Spirit just said. Even when you leave the gym, you got to have a discipline at home for the gym to work. You can go to the gym all you want to. So if you don't have a discipline at home, the gym ain't going to work for you. You're just wasting your time. What you saying to me, Pastor? You can't go to the gym to lose weight if you go home and eating cake.
It's true.
You right there. You just going to the gym for nothing. You got to put some discipline with that workout. So what you tell me, Pastor? God gave you the gym. You felt it. You part of it. But you got to take some discipline to get your muscles and get stronger. See, your mind, your brain is a muscle. Every time you use your will, it gets stronger. Whether you use it for a negative or a positive, it gets stronger. Whatever you teach your will, it's going to apply without your help. You can write that in your book. If you teach your will to cuss, it's going to cuss. If you teach it to lie, it's going to lie. If you teach it to steal, it's going to steal. Whatever you teach it, it's going to do. You believe that. So, out of all the discipline, fasting, or we just get started. I mean, you know, we just get started. Out of all the disciplines, fasting is the only one that shows you what controls you. Does it help you? Give God some praise. Hallelujah. We thank you. You never like to close, I give you an opportunity to say something for the Lord. So we